always had a bad section over here. Did it work now? Shit, this fucking camera thing. Maybe it's on. I don't know. Hello, Facebook worlds. So I decided it was time I gave an explanation of some of the, support I've been giving for President Trump, and also the fact that I flew the Confederate flag. Now let me explain that. Now, first let me tell you that it's because of my history in America, like dating back all the way during the Confederacy. My family was farmers. When black people was on the money during the Confederacy, my family in the documents, in the census and all of that, in the 1830s and in the 1850s, my family is listed as farmers during that time period. And that was a time period when the Confederate flag was flying. I know they say slaves and this and that, and maybe I did have some slaves in there somewhere that they, in a missing name, everybody acting like Mitch McConnell said he can't find the name of who his slaves was. So I don't know. I haven't found that in the record yet. If I find that slave ship person, trust me, I'm coming for that too. But what I'm trying to explain why I flew the Confederate flag is because black people were on the money during the Confederacy, and we ain't been on the money since. And we're trying to get to the bottom of that history, and it's like, I don't want people to lose track of us getting back on track to getting justice for, you still got people on immigrants right now, but we still got black Indians that's still trying to get their tribes and stuff in order and get their land claims back going on. We got negotiations in the court with the government over that type of stuff. We got descendants of slaves trying to figure out what happened to their 40 acres and a mule, or at least what happened to some sort of justice or some type of, help, being that we bared the worst of the, everybody came here talking about the American dream, and we lived the American nightmare and made it the dream. So back to the reason with the Confederate flag and all of that, right? So going back into those 1800s, when all of those other wars and everything was happening, which I'm not here to do like the history lesson, American history. People could just understand. I'm going to just go from the living the history part. During that time, there was a lot of wars going on. Everybody right now keep on talking about the white nationalists, the white nationalists. So really and truly, the only one that really has a negotiation to go down with the white nationalists is the black people and the descendants of slaves. And if it's some white people that got some, I don't know. I'm just talking about the black people and the descendants of slaves and the aborigines that had their land and was reclassified, colored, and all of these other misnomers and everything else. And were the ones, the American dream came from that though. The American dream came from the blacks and the whites and our fighting. And the ones that was the racists that want to be white or to stay away from us, don't reckless eyeball, don't even look at our women, go your way and keep on going. We met them. Our ancestors met them, told us all about them. We know they exist. They've been here the whole time. So the only one that really could have a beef or have anything to say to them is the black people. Because everybody else after the white nationalists came here for refuge, and the white nationalists saved y'all and brought us along to help them save y'all. Because if you start in American history from at least when the United States started or whatever, when we came to that togetherness and that agreement that we was going to be one nation, even though we know the racists was over there and we know this one, the army, the military is a rainbow. Once people want to fight for that freedom and that justice, and once people want to have that freedom and that justice, and they want certain rights, and they trying to build it to the dream, and it was a process to get even where we are now. So when you start talking about the Confederate flag, the Confederacy joined the Union. So since the Confederacy joined the Union, when it became the United States and all of those wars and the Civil War and all the blood that was shed to get to this point for America to try to be the freedom and justice for all place, and we still not perfect. And our government did all kinds of stuff for whatever reasons we don't know, militarily wise, and certain things. And a lot of us don't be agreeing with a lot of that stuff. And we want to get to the bottom of everything and try to find peace worldwide. But right now, I'm just trying to say, when you're talking about the Confederate flag, and we was on the money then, and my family is listed in the census records as farmers then. So we was the black farmers in the 1800s. And before that, but whatever, the records is starting to get blurry. But I'm saying though. So now we in the middle of our negotiations, and then you got Aboriginal people that's in the middle of negotiations, like remembering their tribe they came from, trying to do this and trying to do that. And then it's like everybody is putting the immigrants before all of us. And then y'all thinking that we anti-immigrant or something. No, I'm not anti-immigrant for certain. What I'm saying is, it's like those people that get in there, they forget all about the black people that fought for their rights. Like the rights that you got now, we went through the white racist people that don't reckless eyeball look at their women and all of that, okay? Now, we went through that, but those white people also are the ones that let the rest of y'all immigrants in here, because they was controlling the whole daggone immigration. If they wanted an all-white nation, the immigrants wouldn't have been there. They sent black troops to Germany so we could save the Jews from the Holocaust and all of that. So if they was that racist, they wouldn't have went over there to do that. Then, I know they racist though, they just don't want you looking at their women's. Now then you go over there, if they want to go over there, if they was that racist, they wouldn't have let none of the people in the first damn place. That's how I feel about the situation, okay? And then when you start talking about, oh, love is love, family, Shabazz, Baron, Tina, what up, cuzzo? Ashma, I ain't seen her in a while. Kahani. You know, I'm just trying to make people understand why I flew the Confederate flag. And then on top of that, we got all kind of people in our country flying their flags. People drive by with their Puerto Rican flag flying. People drive by with their Mexican flags flying. People drive by with an Italian flag flying. Everybody got their flags from whatever nation they came from, or whatever country where they came from. And you're going to tell the Confederate people that they can't fly their flag, and they was the one fought and joined the Union first, and we get into the bottom of the history of how things went down. Because a lot of stuff wasn't written right in the Reconstruction. And now we over here trying to get back to our history, to America, and we the ones owed a debt. So the only one that could be talking to the white nationalists, because I haven't heard a white nationalist hang a brown person or nobody for no tree. Now I hear about some couple of these white people running around with these mass shootings, right? But we don't know if they white nationalists or if they white immigrant, because some of the names like Cruzius does not sound like a white nationalist name to me. So I don't like when they just automatically, before getting to the bottom of it, before even doing any research, the investigation still going on, before you know it, the white nationalist fault. It's Trump fault too. Come on now, give it a chance to do the investigation, find out if it's a cuckoo, or if it's a white nationalist, or if it's just an immigrant white, or if it's just somebody. Come on, B. And the rhetoric is getting out of control, where it feels like a lot of weird stuff going on. That's why I flew the Confederate flag too. Like, yo, everybody else could fly their flag. That's the other flag in my history. Yes, it's the other flag. During that time, my family was farmers in the census records. And guess what? Black people was on the money, ain't been on the money since. Okay? That's why I flew it. Okay? Everybody flying their Dominican flag, this flag, they come over here, they can fly their other flag. How you gonna tell the Confederate man he can't fly his flag when his family at least shed blood trying to get to some kind of agreement? It's out of control, okay? And I don't want people to think I'm like anti-immigrant, because I'm not. And first of all, when they keep on spreading that rhetoric about Trump too, talking about he anti-Hispanic and this and that. He didn't say nothing about, he said he want to get the ones that was criminals. That's the first thing the man said was, I want to get the illegal immigrants who've already was criminals and already been convicted. He said he was focusing on that, okay? Now, for him to be focusing on that and them not even want that to happen, they like, no, we want the criminals in here too. We want all the immigrants. All immigrants, everybody, well, the criminals too. They got to give them a shot. No, we don't care if they criminals. He ain't say he was doing whatever. Now, to separate kids and stuff like that, the border, is weird. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I know parents be separated when somebody get arrested over here. I know Rikers Island is in a bad shape too, and there's a lot of innocent people in Rikers Island too. And they talk about the conditions in Rikers. It make the border look like plush. They was talking about condemning this shit not long ago. Rikers Island and all of that. Come on, B. It's not anti-immigrant. It's like you just can't promote people just coming, jump over the border, get free health care, free college. Black people ain't never had free college. We got millions of people still in student loan debt today. So why would the first thing for help for the immigrants be free college? Why not, like, just, if you are going to let them in, let them live, let them work, build up their whatever. You don't just start giving them free stuff immediately. Like, come on, what is going on around here? And meanwhile, we ain't getting no 40 acres in the mule. We ain't getting no daggone reparations. And then the immigrants come in and they don't even know the history, the Black American history. And they looking at us like we the dumbest people on the planet. We can't pull ourselves up our bootstrap. We stupid. They come in, they set up shop right away because they ain't have to suffer. They ain't have to go through no bad credit. They get good credit right away as soon as they walked in, as soon as they jumped over the fence. And then the homeboy's gonna teach them the ropes on how to just set up shop. Boom, done. As soon as they jumped over the fence. And they don't want to give that. Then when the ones that's immigrants get into the Congress, which I would make a suggestion that a first generation American really shouldn't whatchamacallit, like be able to get into the Congress yet. Like you gotta at least get to the second generation or something so you can understand our core values. You can't be in there voting against freedom of speech for the president of the United States. Oh, his tweet. So we gonna hold an impeachment hearing because we didn't like his tweet. That's our core value. Those people with the Confederate flags and all that, that was one of their principles too. They fought for that right, and we fought for that right. And this is how the black and the white came and built the goddamn dream. And we know the indigenous, and we're gonna leave that conversation separate right now for them land fights and the treaties and that's what we working on right now. And it's like everybody's coming interrupting what we trying to do, what we trying to get justice for, and they want us to help them with their fight, and nobody seems to look back for us. You ask them about reparations, they all, what does that look like, Bernie Sanders. Reparations, what does that look like, no. Then we show up to the debate. But we can do free college for the legal immigrants, though. Come on, B. Kamala Harris, what about reparations? I can't do nothing specifically for black people. The ones that died and fought for the civil rights everybody enjoying while they coming in getting free stuff, and we ain't never had nothing free ever. So, I don't want y'all to think I'm anti-immigrant was my reason for coming on here. And I don't want y'all to think, like, anybody that's here and they've been good and this and that and this, I would definitely be there, like, fight for the path for citizenship. You know what I'm saying? They here, they want to do what they doing, they're good people, whatever. That open border shit, that's not going to work for me, though. Like, if you really came here and you want to come here for safety, you would want us all to be safe. Especially if you're talking about you came here and fled somewhere. Because if you came here and fled somewhere, the white nationalists was the ones that saved you. The white nationalists and the blacks, because they always sent us along on their wars and shit. So, if you came here for refuge, you shouldn't be all anti-white nationalists either, okay? Because white lives matter too. Yes, they do. White lives matter too. Yes. Okay, yes. And that's history, and that's my history, and we trying to figure our history out, okay? So, you can't come over here when somebody invite you into the damn country, and then you want to bite the hand that fed you because you said, you all keep saying you came here for refuge. So, the white nationalists saved you then. Period. And the black people that they always tag along just with them. And then now it's all mixed with a lot of different people. A lot of people joined the military, different races. It's Muslim soldiers. It's all people that want that freedom, that American dream. Now, we tired of having an American nightmare, though. It's time for the black people to get the American dream, too. That's all I'm trying to say. Who said that on the T? Shabazz? You know what I'm saying? Because, I just had to get it off my chest, really, because I don't want people to be like, oh, she racist, she anti-this. No, love is love. That's why I fly to Confederate. Love is love. I fly to Confederate because love is love. And yeah, white lives matter too. And we're getting to the bottom of that shit. And everybody going to get justice, and we're going to try to have a freedom and justice for all country, okay? And it's very versatile. This is the most versatile country in the damn world. And the white supremacists been amongst us for all these 400 or 500 years. And if my bloodline lasted through it all, then other ones can too. They not doing all that. They just, you know what I'm saying, just don't look at their women's. I think that's really the bottom line of what they be saying. So I'm going to holler at y'all. Love y'all. Love is love, families.